Welcome. I'm delighted to join you here on numerologist.com. Hi, I'm Julie Geigle, international psychic medium and spiritual counselor over at heavensenthealing.us. And today I've come to share with you a beautiful chakra healing forecast. All right, so the card that I drew for you this week is Vanity. And vanity is blue. So we are working on the throat chakra, which is the fifth chakra, and it's all about being heard. So this week we're cleansing and clearing out that throat chakra so that you can speak your truth and, in a loving, assertive manner. And so we got the legend of the aqua people. All right, so we've got Crystal and Pete and Mike, and they're all having a huge party celebrating their successful business. They just hit a milestone and they are reveling in success. And all of a sudden, out of the blue, an old man appears. And he asks the question, is it better to be uh, gluttony? Do you prefer gluttony or do you prefer generosity? And so they're all like, what? And before you know it, they are transported into a space away from the party, and they're like in a flood. And the water's rising and they're panicking and they're like, oh my gosh, oh my gosh. And then one of them, Mike, calls out, play. And they're like, what? And then Crystal says, yes, we must do well with what we have. So when they began to play and enjoy the water and have fun, the water stopped rising. And so the moral of the story is bigger is not always better. And sometimes to get to bigger, it's really critical to be happy where you're at and make peace with what you have. And so more is not always better. Sometimes we get into that whole rut of never enough. You get more and more, and then it's just never enough. What's the next thing? What's the next thing? And I'll never forget, I was working with a young person, and he was underachiever. And so, I was working with the whole family, and he wasn't doing well in school. And, he had done well, so they knew that he could do better. And I remember a moment when I asked the young man, I said, what's your biggest fear if you're successful? And it was just, earth shattering, right? Because he said, well, if I get A's, then that's what my dad's going to expect of me. And I was just like, what? So we worked through that, hypnosis. I had lots of different techniques. We worked through that. He was getting super awesome grades. And then all of a sudden, he hit on the stop, skidding. And we're like, grades started dropping. And I'm like, what's going on at home? What happened? And he admitted to me, he said, well, as soon as I started to get better grades, then my dad started to demand a certain level of excellence. And it was too much pressure. And so he just threw it all up in the air and just did what he felt like doing, which wasn't getting good grades. So that was that, right? But, sometimes bigger is not always better. And sometimes it's not worth that overwhelm. It's not worth all of that stress that you're putting on yourself to get to a certain place that you think in your mind is going to make you happy. So that it's critical that you find a way to be happy now, that you make peace with where you're at. And one of my favorite mantras is, I'm happy where I'm at and eager for more. I'm happy where I'm at. I love what I'm doing, but I'm eager for more. Even if you don't, even if you don't love it, even if you're not happy, it's important because the universe is matching your vibration. The universe is mirroring you. So if you're miserable and, oh no, I can't do this, then the universe is going to give that to you. And if you're grateful and happy, embracing what you have, finding the goodness in your day, then the universe is going to mirror that back to you. So it's important for you, it's important for all of us not to be looking outside of ourselves for validation. So that's part of the awareness of this week, is making sure your validation is coming from within you and not something you need to achieve or need to gain, because that's not truth. That's living in that illusion that, okay, if I get that, then I'm going to be happy, or if I have this, then everything's going to be great. It's important, you don't need to do anything, but it's important for your joy and your happiness to find a way through whatever circumstances you're in, and find that joy, because your happiness is not dependent upon your life circumstances. It's an inside job. It comes from inside of you. So no matter what's going on around you, you can choose to be happy now. And that's another message of this week, is you have the power to choose. You have choice and the power to change. Okay, I think I hit it all. Oh, our 3 words for the week are faith, awareness, and transformation. Faith, awareness, and transformation. So have faith that you're moving in the right direction, awareness that you're not attaching too much importance on things outside of yourself, and the transformation comes through the gratitude that you have for the people and things that you have in your life. Okay, so let's move into our awesome meditation for this week. And it is all about gratitude, allowing gratitude to release any vanity that we might be feeling this week. So take a nice deep breath and just let that go. And now I want you to imagine an aqua light inside of you. It's kind of that, I think of a swimming pool, that beautiful aqua blue glowing inside of you. And now I want you to imagine the people that you love in your life, and they're all coming in and surrounding you. And now I want you just to imagine that this light is building and building and spilling out over onto all of these people. And even people you haven't met yet. So you're kind of magnetizing those people that are coming in, crossing your path, connecting in with you. And just feel all of the love and all of the gratitude for everyone. And now just bless them. Thank them for the part they played in your life, the gifts they've given you, the wisdom, the teachings you've gained from them, good, bad, or indifferent. And now I want you to notice the energy around you. Is there a lightness? Are you out of your head and in your heart? And just be with that for a moment and breathe into that. And now notice any messages that you're receiving from your spiritual team, from the loved ones in your life, or even the ones that haven't showed up yet. Just be aware as you move throughout the week, messages coming to you. about gratitude, about love, and about transformation. And I forgot the question this week. The question for this week is, am I feeling disconnected from anyone in my life? So sometimes when we start to feel disconnected with people in our life, it's time for them to move out. And it's okay. It's all right, because as we let go and disconnect from people that aren't in alignment with our vibration anymore, it allows opportunities for new people to enter in, new experiences and new relationships. So become aware of anyone in your life that you're feeling disconnected with, and ask yourself, is it time? Is it time to let this relationship go? And if it's not, then do what needs to be done to maintain it. Maybe you're neglecting it. All right. Well, that's all I have for you here today. Don't forget, if you haven't subscribed to our channel yet, be sure to pop on over to YouTube and hit that subscribe button, and then you'll be notified as soon as my forecast goes live. And be sure to stay tuned for the next video coming up right now. All right, everyone. Have a beautiful and blessed day. Mwah. And if you haven't stopped by our website yet to pick up the new meditation we have for October called Garden of Your Life, designed to help you burn up belief systems that are no longer serving you, you can find that over at heavensenthealing.us. Thanks, everyone.